she bought an old, abandoned courtyard and decided to totally renovate it so she could live there again. First, they cleared out all the trash inside and cut down the overgrown weeds around the house, because the place only feels open once the mess is gone. Then they started tearing off the roof tiles so the new roof will look clean and modern. With the whole yard basically ripped apart, the main job became clearing out the old house completely. After a while, demolition kept going, and they began laying new basic infrastructure, with a bunch of pros arriving to handle the real renovation work. Once the roof was successfully poured, they moved on to removing everything that wasn't needed, since the whole courtyard was getting a full makeover and they were basically flipping it upside down. To make the space feel more stylish, many structures had to be rebuilt, and the old window placements weren't working anymore, so they tore them out and sealed up old door openings so the layout could match the new vision. Since the house was pretty old, it still had a bunch of leftover fixtures, so everything inside had to be removed to free up space. Most of the interior walls also needed to be torn down and rebuilt, because otherwise, the renovation wouldn't make sense. After everyone's hard work, the house started showing real progress, but there were still a lot of bricks to lay, so they helped the workers to save money. Renovating an old courtyard is way harder than building new, because many areas require custom plans, and the budget is unpredictable. Only once you're halfway through do you really see how it's going to look. And if you're not happy, you have to redo it, which can quietly blow the budget. And even though they'd been working for a while, the house didn't look like it had changed much yet, and the initial materials already ate up most of her saving. The ongoing costs started stressing her out. But after pushing through, the house finally started changing, and the courtyard began to match their vision. Interior work moved quickly and orderly. Demolition was basically done, and some floors were already tiled, meaning they were now in the hard finish stage and the progress looked really solid. The inside was being remodeled in a modern style, and the results were honestly wow. Everything inside was a creamy, cozy vibe, and even before moving in, it already felt warm. The exterior walls were being painted a khaki color to match the modern look, and the courtyard layout was basically set, with the focus still on interior work. After more time, the yard changed a lot. The once dark kitchen became bright and spacious. Custom doors and windows arrived and were installed perfectly, and multiple renovation tasks ran at the same time so they could finish on schedule. Painting and window installation continued in sync, and with continuous effort, the house started looking really beautiful. Then the lights went up, soft furnishings were added, and the vibe was full on. After a noticeable transformation, the kitchen was clean and pretty, and even though some areas still needed work, the workers kept moving forward. After 6 months,